Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man Drutube, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. Success is not for the weak-hearted, and it takes everything you have to make it. So dig deep and go all in. Success is not for the weak. Meaning, success is not for people who are weak enough to give up. Success is not for people who, well, this didn't work out, I'm just going to stop. Success is not for those people. Success is for the person that's strong enough to keep going no matter what doesn't work out. To make things happen no matter how things go. To keep believing in themselves regardless of the outcome, regardless of what's taking place presently. You're going to have to fight. There are going to be times where things are going exactly how you want them to go. And then there are going to be times where things are not going how you want them to go at all. And you have to fight through both those times. When things are going well, don't hope for the bad, but just know that things aren't, not to speak anything bad into existence, but you just have to be mentally prepared. And even when you're mentally prepared for what's to come, you still have to have a strong enough mindset to see the brighter days again, to see something better coming again. Because just because things get bad or just because things might not be the way you want them to, doesn't mean you have to full blown just stay there. Acceptance and giving up are two different things. Accepting where you're at and taking full responsibility for having to come about that situation is something different versus giving up. Well, things are bad. I'm just going to just accept the fact that they're bad and not do anything about it. Accepting to move forward and accepting to give up are two different things. Unfortunately, the weak will accept to give up. It didn't work out. It didn't happen the way I wanted it. It's not going the way I want it to go. I'm just going to full blown just stop. And I'm not going to put anything else into this because it's not working out the way it worked out for him. It's not doing as well as hers is. Look at them over there. They seem to be winning. Things aren't going the way I want them to go. I'm just going to just not care about this anymore and just leave everything, just leave it be. That's accepting with a weak mind. Accepting to give up. Accepting that things didn't happen the way you wanted them to, and you're accepting your fate as if there's nothing you can do about it. But you have to accept that even though if things aren't the way you want them to, you're going to remake them back in the way that you want them to. You are a shaper. You are a creator. You are God. And it's time for you to be a God in your life and take control of your situation and do your will. God gave you free will, right? It's time for you to do something with it. It's time for you to use that free will and choose what you will do. Will you do it or will you not do it? That's the question. I'm getting Shakespeare on y'all. Will you do it? It's up to you. Will you choose to continue to work on it even though things aren't picking up? Will you choose to continue to work on it even though appearances are showing you that things may not work out? Are you strong-minded enough to say, screw how things look, screw appearances, screw how things feel like? Or are you strong enough, or are you going to be weak and tell yourself that, you know what, I just don't have it in me. It's taking too much out of me to try to keep going on any longer. The success thing is just not for me. That's what people tell themselves. That's how you know you're getting weak, when you get into the stage where you're like, you know what, this just isn't for me. This just is not for me. It's different when you say that and you're switching careers to go do something else to go be great at. You know what? Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should try something different. That's different. But just accepting that something is not for you and just throwing in the towel and not doing anything about it, not finding what you can do, not finding out what you are good at, that's a sin. A sin is not having the right idea about yourself, because it's going to cause you to do all these terrible things. People who don't have the right idea about themselves are cursing themselves daily. People who don't have the right idea about themselves are wasting their potential. People who don't have the right idea about themselves are willingly giving up on life. These are the people who you end up asking yourself when you see them, wow, how did they just let themselves go like that? Or how did they just end up taking that direction in life? They believe the lies about themselves. Their negative mind took over. They allowed their weak mind to control them instead of controlling their weak mind and strengthening it. And that's what this video is doing. This video is taking your weak mind and making it stronger. This video is making you wanting to make your mind strong. This video is making you wanting to be a strong-minded person, a tough-minded optimist. That's what you are, whether you know it or not. You're one of the toughest, strongest people you know. And that's how you have to view yourself. How you view yourself is how God views you. How you meet life is how life meets you. How you see yourself is how other people are going to see you. If you see yourself as someone that can do it, life is going to see you as someone that can do it. The universe will see you as someone that can do it. God will see you as someone that can do it. Opportunities will come. Blessings will come. To him who hath, it shall be given. To him who hath not, it shall be given and taken away. The idea that you have about yourself controls your life. You have to know that regardless, okay, this what I'm doing right here, this may not work out. But guess what? There's going to be something that does work out if it's not this. If this doesn't happen the way I want it to, there's something that I can do. I know there is. This may not be the thing that I'm made to do. This may not be the thing that I'm created to do. I can accept that. But what I can't accept is just because this isn't it, I'm just going to give up on life. I can't accept that, and you shouldn't either. Success is not for the weak-hearted or the weak-minded. And your heart is just the deeper regions of your mind. The heart is the subconscious mind. The heart is the deeper regions of your mind. Your heart of hearts. Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Your heart of hearts. You have to dig deep. Go all in. Figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing and just go as hard as you possibly can at it. If you're going as hard as you possibly can and you're not getting anything from it, that might be a sign. Ask God for a sign. God, am I supposed to be doing this? If not, show me what I'm supposed to be doing. So that way I can do it and I could become great in that area and stop wasting my time in others. Let me have the idea of what I want to be so I could be that and do that. And if I got the wrong idea, show me the right one. This is how you have to talk to God and communicate with him. So that way you could get what you want out of life. So that way you will be motivated to keep on going. Because when no one's there to tell you good job, when no one's there to tell you that you're doing what you're supposed to do, when no one's there to tell you that you're headed in the right direction, all you're going to have is your faith. And it's good to hear people say those things, but at the end of the day, you're still all you have. At the end of people saying all these positive things, you're good. You have you. You should be mentally working on yourself to where it's like, I already know that. I appreciate you saying that, but I know that. And that's not to be rude or to take away anything from anybody, but that's just how you have to feel about yourself. That's the only way you can make it, because people can't feel good about you for you. They can't. They could tell you something nice, they could tell you something good, make you feel good about yourself, but if all that is, that's all that is, your negative thoughts will still be there. Your weak minded thoughts will still be there if you yourself aren't taking control of your mind and feeding your mind the right things. When your weak mind starts attacking you and life starts weighing down on you because you're not getting the results you want, all you're going to have is what you feed your mind. That's it. That's all you're going to have is the ideas and the thoughts you feed your mind. What are you telling to yourself? What are you telling yourself during those times of uncertainty? What are you telling yourself when things aren't really looking like they're supposed to? Are you telling yourself it's over for you? You have to check how you're talking to yourself and how you're communicating to yourself. That's why it's always good to check your attitude and see how you are going into something. Whatever you're doing, you have to go into life with a strong-minded attitude. Can't go into life with a weak-minded attitude, because you're gonna crumble. Any of these structures that they make, if they aren't made to last, if they're made with a weak structure, all it's going to do is fall to the ground. They could spend $1 billion on it. They could put all the money in the world on it. They could invest all this money in it. But when an earthquake comes, when life comes, it's done. It'll fall to the ground. Didn't have enough support. And you have to make sure you have enough support, not just outward support, but talking about inward support that will create a good structure for you. People can support somebody's construction business. People can support all this outward support, but if the person doesn't put enough support inside that building, it's going to fall. You can get all the accolades, and you get all the good jobs and the pat on the backs you want, but if you don't support yourself mentally by making your mind as strong as it could possibly be, when things hit the fan, you're going to fall. There's going to be a time where those people are not there to say something to you. You're going to have to be the one to lift yourself back up. You're going to have to be the one to bring yourself through the storm. It's just going to be you and God, and that's it. That's it. And most of the time, that's all you can rely on anyway. That's all you should be relying on anyway. But if you're going after success, you can't be weak. Not in the mind, not in the spirit. If you're weak in the mind and in the spirit, you can forget trying to get strong physically, because you're not going to be able to withstand the time. You're not going to be able to withstand the test of time. You're not even going to get there. It's good to work on all aspects of your life. It's good to work on all the different parts of yourself, your mind, your spirit, and your body. If you're looking for any type of physical strength, it's going to start here. Because when you don't feel like doing it, when you get tired, when you get bored, when you think it's not benefiting you anymore because the results aren't there, all you're going to have to rely on is your mind. And it's just like working out. People will work out and not get the results they want, and they'll quit because their mind is tricking them, because it's tired and it doesn't want to do it anymore, and it's going to fool you into thinking that this is a waste of time. Just like life, when things don't work out and when things don't look like they're what they're supposed to, and you're not getting the results you want, your mind tricks you into thinking that this is a waste of time. You're going to listen to your mind because your mind's trying to conserve your energy. Like, look, let me level with you here, body. This isn't really and this is the Judas aspect of your mind. It's like, hey man, telling lies. Yo, hey, look, this isn't really working out for us. Let's just give up. Let's not do anything. Let's just, fall back. This isn't worth it. We're not getting anywhere with this. We should just give up on this whole success thing. We done tried a couple things. We tried this, we tried that. It's not working. It's not going to happen for us. Let's just accept that. No. No. That's the devil trying to creep into your mind through you and make you think that it's impossible. It might seem impossible. It might look impossible. But guess what? It is possible. You can make whatever you want happen. You just have to be mentally tough enough to believe in it, regardless of what you're seeing around you, regardless of what's happening around you, regardless of what you may be going through. You have to be able to see this as something that can happen for yourself. And the more you strengthen your mind, the more you continue to improve your mind, the more you become mentally tougher, that's going to allow you to face any circumstance, any situation when things seem like they're not working out. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. I'll see you in the next one. We out.